In this video, I will explain the main topics of biology in this third partial. The first topic are chromosomes. What are chromosomes? Chromosomes are strands of DNA with genes and genetic information. They are located in the nucleus of the cells. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, which gives a total of 46, and of them, 23 come from the mother and 23 come from the father. 22 of them are non-sex chromosomes, and one pair is from sex chromosomes. Chromosomes hold genetic information that is inherited by reproduction and determines the traits and characteristics of the new living creature. Next, we have genes. Genes are sections of the DNA found in the chromosomes. They hold instructions that are necessary for the creation of proteins that influence in the traits and functioning of cells. They are the basic units of inheritance, and each chromosome contains lots of genes that pass the genes that determine the traits. Alleles are forms in which genes present. We have dominant and recessive alleles, and the combination of them is what determines the traits of a creature. Next, we have DNA. DNA is a molecule with genetic information that is conformed by a sugar, a phosphate group, and adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. Its structure is like a double helix. The DNA carries the instructions for creation and survival of organisms, and it makes sure to transmit the correct genetic information. The next topic are the Mendelian laws. First, we have the law of segregation. And according to this law, every creature has two alleles by gene, one coming from the father and the other one from the mother. Alleles separate in the formation of the gamete, like eggs or sperms, so that there is one allele per gene. Next, we have the independent assortment law. This next law says that the genes that are in the different chromosomes are inherited separately. And according to it, the inheritance of genes is not affected between them, like they are independent, as the name of the law says. And finally, we have the dominance law. This last one says that there are dominant alleles that inherit traits over the recessive alleles when they are in pairs. Then we have the gametogenesis. Gametogenesis is the process in which sperms and eggs are formed in the organisms that reproduce sexually, and this process is key for reproduction and transference of genes. Spermatogenesis is the formation of the sperm cells in males and the division of them in haploid cells, and oogenesis is the production process of egg cells in females and leads to the formation of one big egg cell. Next, gametogenesis makes sure the zygote has diploid chromosomes by before fertilization, making haploid chromosomes. And lastly, we have the cell cycle. The cell cycle is the one that gets to replication and division of cells. This cycle is composed by the interphase, in which DNA grows and replicates, and the cell division, like mitosis or meiosis. In the interphase phase G1, the cell starts growing with normality, and in the synthesis, the DNA gets replicated in the synthesis, the DNA gets replicated, and in the G2 phase, the cell grows and starts preparing for its division. In the mitosis of cell division, two daughter cells are produced and they are identical. This happens in asexual reproduction. And in the meiosis, the chromosome number is divided by half, and this happens in sexual reproduction. This meiosis is what leads to the genetic diversity. And that would be all.